Well, good morning, good morning. Long time no see. I'm Laurie, the Thrifty Picker, back with another episode of what I sold on eBay, my morning mug. Uh, Come on in and bring your favorite drink and your favorite morning drink, whatever that may be, and have a listen. I'm going to go over here and turn on the chat. Let's see. Oh, hmm, I get a notification when I'm on. That's funny. I get my own notifications. Okay. I guess eBay. I guess YouTube has their stuff together. Like, I don't need a notification. I'm already here, so I already know. All right. Have some time for people to come in. I'm a little early, but I have stuff I got to do today. I'm going thrift shopping with my sisters because I need more inventory. So I'm going to get this done and get my stuff sold or packed up and ready for pickup tomorrow. So, but yeah, I think eBay turned my store light on this weekend, which I'm happy with that. But I sold a total of 6 items over the weekend from Friday till yesterday. So I'm happy with that. I'm just going to give you a run through what I sold. And it's stuff that I've picked up at the thrift shop. All of it but one item was on the clearance rack. Couldn't think. So, but good morning to those coming in. Come on in, have a seat, join in the chat if you'd like, and I'm going to show you what I got. And I hope it. Yeah, it's Monday. I hope everybody had a great Easter. I did. So, and after all the Easter dinners and stuff we went to, I come home, sit down, and Star Wars was on. I was like, yay, perfect end to the day. Well, and then I went out to dinner with my daughter and her boyfriend because it was, well, might as well say he's my son-in-law, but because he's been around for the last 5 years. But but anyway, took him out for his birthday. We went to I think it's called Miyako's or Miyaka's, something like that. It's like Benihana's where they prepare everything at the what do they call that, the hibachi right in front of you. So that was I'd never been to one like that, so I was entertained. It was fun. So, but let's get started. Here's the first blouse I sold. It's a baby fat with the gold um, print front. It's got the split side sleeves. That sold for let's see, 15.99 plus shipping. I think it was, yeah, 15.99 plus shipping. So just a cute little white shirt. So that's there. And then I sold a Jones New York company. It's a pink, like a floral print type button-up cardigan. Boy, that camera don't do it justice. It's a real pretty, what do they call that? Fuchsia pink or chartreuse pink, something like that. Nice little cardigan. That sold for 15.99 plus shipping. So, um, not too shabby, not too shabby. And then I had a men's pearl snap short sleeve plaid pearl snap that sold for $15 plus shipping. Just a nice little pearl snap from Old Navy. And then I had a chaps women's long sleeve button front, like a brown paisley. Just a nice little blouse. It's an extra large. That sold for $12.99 plus shipping. And then I had one of the golf club cover sale. This sold for $6 because it is a little bit in rough shape. So I took a best offer of $6 on that because it's a little worn. So here, just but it's still good, to keep your club. But I only paid 25 cents for it. So, but that's $6 plus shipping. Can't beat that. And then I sold. Get this out here. Some of the stuff I prepackaged. This is a um, the Donald Trump collection, signature collection silk tie. So that's sold for $15.99 plus shipping. I think it's a 60-inch tie. It's got I don't know if you can see that, the design on back here. It's got the gold metal plate back here. Um, and it had just a few minor, it looked like little pen and ink um, spots, which I made sure the customer was aware that those were on there. So, good morning, Bridget. How you doing? So ties do sell, even plain ones like this. Like I said, this is the Donald Trump collection necktie. That sold for, yeah, $15.99 plus shipping. And I think I paid 99 cents for it. So I do pick up name brand ties. I pick up novelty ties, stuff like that. I'm good. I'm a lot better than I was. Up moving around a lot better. So I'm ready to hit the thrift shops today. That's where I'm heading. Probably around 8:30. I'm heading out with my two sisters, and that's going to be enjoyable. The three of us together. They call us the Sanderson sisters if you're familiar with Hocus Pocus, because my sister's got red hair. My other sister's got dark brown hair, and well, mine's changed, but I did have blonde hair when I was younger. So, and we dressed up as the Sanderson sisters one year for Halloween. So, although I'm not the size of Jessica Parker, a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger. Oh yeah, dentist. Oh, I hate dentists. It's the needles that I hate. But but yeah, we're gonna hit my little honey hole. Morning, Sassy. How you doing? I had 6 sales this week, or this weekend, which I'm happy with that. Um, Gives me more money to go get more stuff. So, but and I hope you guys had a great Easter. I did. Like I was saying, I come home from running all over to different dinners, and Star Wars was on, and I'm a huge Star Wars fan. So, what better way to finish off the day than sitting in front of the TV watching my favorite movies? Oh, yeah, I think eBay's slowly getting back into the norm. Um, I didn't get a chance to list for a few days with my back being out and stuff, so it showed. But come Friday and Saturday and yesterday, I was like, boom, boom, boom. I'm happy with that. Can't complain. So a lot of times I think that has to do with tax returns. People have money to buy new stuff, so that's what they're looking for is new stuff. And those of us that resell pre-owned stuff kind of feel that crunch because they're spending their money on newer stuff instead of the used stuff. But once that money runs out, they're going to go back to looking for used stuff. At least that's my theory. Working in manufacturing for 22 years, it's like every business has a slow season, and eBay's no different. eBay sellers have a slow season as well, and I think it has a lot to do with the tax money. It's like, oh, we got X amount back. We can get new stuff. Let's do that. At least like I said, that's my theory. So it just seems like towards the end of closer towards the end of April, into May, I think we're going to see a pickup in pre-owned items. So I hate to take return time. Oh, I know. They do. Um, it's like or they think they're going to be like Storage Wars or something. It's nothing like that. Um, not everything's like what you see on TV. People need to learn that. Newbies need to learn that. Which I've been doing this for a long time, so I already knew that before the show came out. Then, uh, but I got a deal worked out with our local storage company, so I'm good there. Whenever they have one that does not sell and they want it cleaned out, guess who they call? Me, and I'll go clean it out, and I can keep whatever I want. So I'm happy with that. And it's a few and far between. It's not like every week I'm going to go clean out a storage locker, but um, when they're not bought, then I get to pick through it. So, and I'm looking for clothing. So a lot of people, that's the first thing. If you watch those shows, that's the first thing they throw out is the clothing. It's like, really? Yes. And then it irritates me when they think they can get $50 for a whole big bag when there could be one piece in there that's worth that. So they don't even look at it. But I found some good stuff. Last year, I cleaned out a storage locker and I found brand new polo shirts, Ralph Lauren, a brand new Columbia Gore-Tex um, jacket, weather or waterproof jacket, and new shoes that never been worn. They're still in the boxes. I mean, it's like it's a pair here and there, but still, that's the kind of stuff I look for. And certain electronics, handheld games and things like that. And then I disperse the furniture. I usually take it to the Goodwill, which is the St. Vincent's, just like right up the street. And if it's not good enough for that, then we have a burn pile here where I live, a huge community burn pile, and that's where if it's wood, that's where it goes. So I mean, I have places to take that stuff. So, and I've got a big truck, so we load it in there and off it goes. We donate what we don't want, or burn what can't be donated. So, but it works out. Yeah, and this guy that I do for, he's put me in the system. I have my own personal code. I can come and go when I want. He lets me know when people clean out their storages and it goes in the dumpster, because then I'll go check out the dumpster, because the last time I found a bunch of brand new in the box, in the case, Oral-B 5000 electric toothbrushes, where it was a Procter and Gamble representative cleaning out her storage unit and getting rid of it. So I found cases of the Crest Sensi strips. I found, and they're all brand new in the box. Nothing's, they're just sitting on top. So I loaded it filled up the back of my truck, and my truck's got an 8-foot bed. So you can imagine. Um, I had like 75 cases. And the Oral-B toothbrushes, the electric toothbrushes, I sold those for $160 a piece. So they were brand new. There was like a big case, and then I opened the case up, and they're brand new. There's 3 of them in each box. So score, can't beat that. And then the Crest Sensi strips, I was selling those for $15.99 a case. You know, and I put some on the quarter auction and stuff like that, because I need more room, so I'm starting to downsize some of that stuff and get it out, because I've made my money back tenfold. So whatever I make off of the rest of the Sensi strips is any type of profit. So I don't care. So it just makes room for more totes, because they took up a lot of shelf space. So my primary bread and butter is clothing. Oh, I know. I wish. I mean, that had me set up for a while. um, it seemed like every other day I'd hear a few cha-chings, and it'd be either the Oral-B's or the Sensi strips. I mean, they were going out the door every day. It's like, yeah. I was like, yes. So, but it's nice to have that kind of relationship with a storage locker owner. And this guy's, he's kind of old, and he's probably in his close to 70, so he don't really need to be out there cleaning that stuff out by himself, and he don't really have any help. So I offered, said, well, I can get help. I can't do it all by myself because of my back, but I can get my son or my son-in-law and or my sisters. They've all offered to help. So I mean, we get it done, and I can get it done quickly. I don't piddle around. I just get it done. I get in there and get it done. And he said, "You got to be the fastest locker cleaner outer I've ever seen." I said, "Well, I don't waste time. You know, time is money. You know, the time is money. The more time you spend piddling around in a storage locker, the less time you have listing stuff. So I know what I'm looking for. These guys know what I'm looking for. All the ones that I, enlist their help. They know what to ask me. They know, you know, hey, fishing and picking, how you doing? Long time no see. I haven't been on. I don't think I have been on since maybe Tuesday. I think is my back, but I am good to go. I'm ready to do some thrift shopping. Um, so opens at 9 o'clock. So we're getting ready. Taking my sisters with me. Oh, it's going to be interesting. They see the three of us coming. They're like, "Oh God, it's the Headley women." That's our maiden name, and everybody knows us. Uh, so, but it's been a great weekend. I mean, 6 items. I'm happy with that. I don't have to sell. I would like to sell 30 or 40 in a weekend, but hey, the way eBay's been, I was glad 6 items. I was like, yay! It's better than nothing. So, but I'm gonna be on the prowl for some more clothing and some more coffee mugs and neckties and stuff like whatever else interesting I can find that will turn a profit. So, and I usually hit the sporting goods department and check out those golf club heads covers because I sell them. I think I'm down to like I don't know maybe 8 left of all the ones I bought. So they do sell. I just keep hoping my angry alligator sells. He's pretty cool. So I figure he will shortly because it's that time of year. The golf clubs are coming out of the garages and the basements and going, you know, they're getting their stuff ready to start hitting the, what do they call them, the links, the greens. I should know that. My dad used to teach golf too. And I never quite understood that game. What, when I was a kid, I wish I would have listened to him because he used to teach golf over here in Mason, Western Row. After he retired from driving a truck, he would teach golf, and I'm like, what's the point of hitting that ball and trying to get it into a little Dixie cup 300 yards away with that? I said, give me a softball bat and I'll show you what I can do with that that golf club or golf ball. So I could, hit the golf ball. I could drive. It was boring to me. I liked softball and bowling. Those were my sports. And he just shake his head. He says, you don't realize it, do you? All the money you can make playing this game, like, you gotta love what you're doing first. So, but I love what I do now. I love eBay. Keeps me going. So, was down for a few days because of my back, and it's rough. I have degenerative disc disease, and what that is where you got, your discs in your back just disintegrate basically, and then you got bone on bone, and then all that's. My best bowling game was a 285. I missed. I was shooting. I had was it 9 in a row. Got to the 10th frame, and I'm a lefty. First ball of the 10th frame, I left the 7 pin, and everybody knows the 7 pin is death for lefties. But I did pick it up, and then I struck out, and then I ended up 285, and then I struck out 6 more times going into the next game. So had it not been for that 7 pin, I would have had a perfect game. So I mean, it hit the pocket, and it was, it was giving it this because it got tapped by another one, and it was just like, oh nope, hell no, I ain't going down. So, but yeah, but I was the first woman in Franklin, Ohio to bowl a scratch 700 series. I hit 735 was my scratch series, and that's without what they call handicap. So I didn't have a handicap because I had a 208 average at the time. So I carried a 208 average for probably a better part of a year. So But my goal was to go pro, and then I hurt my back. So, and that's when it all went downhill. Because if you're got a bad back, you can't bowl. I mean, it's just about impossible. But I was on my, I was on that path to go pro. So I only needed like maybe 5 or 6 more sponsors to do that. So didn't work out that way. I wish I would have been able to go pro when I was younger, when I was in my 20s, but didn't have the right support system at that time. I didn't have the right support system until I got older and got rid of the excess baggage, meaning my ex-husband. But because he was a Donnie Downer, because he was mostly jealous because I could beat the pants off of him with a bowling ball. He hated it. He was a good bowler, but he wasn't as good as I was, and he hated it. So, but I grew up basically in a bowling alley, so that's what we did. That's what my sister took us there when we were young and taught us the sport, so we would have some place to go rather than running around acting like idiots all the time. So I took to it like a fish out of fish in water. So I mean, it's just like, but yeah, that path got veered off. So find other things to do. But I tell you, when my back goes out, I mean, it doesn't take much. If I just bend over to feed the cats, I might not be able to stand up for a day or two. Stand up straight. It's just this. I've got what they call an H cage. I got titanium in my spine right now. Um, that keeps allows me to do things that I do, but the discs above that are slowly collapsing. So it's just like, and I've lost an inch, almost inch and a half on my height since all that started. So they want to go in and put more cages in there, but they can't guarantee I would walk. So I'm not doing that. And the nerves in my back and my spit affects my legs, and it's a mess. So if I bump into something, it feels like my skin is on fire. So, but I keep going. My stomach's growling. I keep going until I can't go anymore, and that's just me. So I'm a fighter. Can't keep me down for very long. I'm too stubborn. Oh, but I don't ever want to be in a wheelchair. That's for sure. But anyway, I'm ready to. I've had so much coffee between you. I found this new coffee at UDF here, and it's called Jacked Java. Yeah, I drank one of those yesterday, and I was like, pew, pew, pew. So I'm gonna get me one this morning. Oh, but yeah, I probably won't make it over to the Daily Hustle. I might pop in the chat while I'm out and about, and but I don't think I'll be back in time to make it on the show at all. But yeah, I'll just pop in on the chat. But I want to get going. I want to get this stuff packed up before it's time for us to head out. So I want to thank you guys for coming on in and hanging with me for a little bit. And I'm glad to be back on doing the show. I'm glad to have some sales. If I don't do the show, then I didn't have any sales. But last week I just didn't do anything because of my back. I was laid up for like 2 days, 3 days. So, um, which I didn't have any sales because I didn't list. And that's a proven. I believe in that theory. If you don't list, you don't sell. So everything I have right now is listed except for 2 items that Teresa gave me out of her closet that she doesn't want anymore. So I'm going to list those, and then whatever else I find today. Plus, I'm refreshing all of my inventory, every single bit of it. So that's fun. So I got to get off here. I got to get some more coffee so I can drive my sisters even more crazy. Uh, to the point where they're ready to kick me out of the car. Of course, that's going to be hard to do because I'll be the one driving. But anyway, you guys have a great day. If you're going to get out there and do some thrifting or some yard selling, wherever you're at, I hope you have a great day. Hope you find some great stuff too. But get out there and get to picking because you never know what you're going to find, and get it listed. So I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, everybody.